Live from Television Centre in London, this is Good Morning Britain with Richard Madeley.
Do you think in accepting expensive free spectacles, he's lost sight of the optics?
Oh, very good.
Very good. Look, I think it's bizarre, this story, because, I mean, you know, in the past...
Actually, that was my wife Judy's line. I have to hand it to her. Anyway,
shout out to her.
Is it the headiness of power? Suddenly, he's being driven everywhere in the back of a limo, basically, without riders. The traffic parts like the Red Sea whenever the Prime Minister
There is a bit of that.
gets on the road. And I just wonder if after all this time in opposition, something like that can go to somebody's head.
He thinks he's Rod Stewart.
Rwanda, the scheme is dead in the water and it ain't coming back. It doesn't look good, does it, to have a Prime Minister who's saying that things are going to get worse before they get better and who's taking away the heating allowances for pensioners who are now going to be shivering in their second-hand woolies to be walking around in a host of posh suits and wearing extremely expensive designer glasses, all given to him for free, to a total value of £100,000. I mean, he might have accepted the specs, but where were his optics?
I believe we've established that.
You keep saying that you don't think people object. They do. What's the atmosphere like there? Because obviously over the weekend he tried to sort of stick his finger in the dike, didn't he? You're just the same as the last lot. You've got your noses stuck in the trough. It stinks. £7,500 of that support was in fact used as a gift to buy herself clothes. She didn't declare that except when pressed, and then she admitted that £7,500 of support was actually for posh frocks.
Rubbish.
I virtually needed goggles and snorkel driving this morning. It was incredible. The surface water on the roads, it was like driving up a river. Fergal, this is an unprecedented legal attack on the water companies, but we know their reputation is for being quite a slippery lot. Do you think they'll wriggle out of it? I can remember the days when water companies generally were about as controversial as the growing grass. I mean, they just did their job and shut up. Fergal, you do a great job. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you very much for your time. Hugely appreciated.
Cheers, Gov.
Voodoo. Java.
What she cannot get away with is this stampede of elephants, which has been pursuing the Labour Party since this story about freebies broke. Why couldn't he simply say, look, of course I apologise to pensioners for what I'm having to do, but I have no alternative, but of course I'm sorry. Why couldn't he just talk like a human being? I just went to my dressing room during the break and I fished out of my jeans pocket this, a fiver, £1 coin, 220p pieces and a 1p piece. These so-called non-contact sex offences, you know, upskirting, voyeurism, which we used to call being a peeping Tom. The reason I went and got this loose change and a fiver, the smallest banknote you can get, was just to illustrate how tiny these fractional differences are, but the huge impact they make. I mean, that's a pint and a half of beer.